Hello, dear viewers, and a very warm welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the intricate world of the British royal family, bringing you the most recent developments and profound insights. Today, we turn our attention to a story that has once again cast a shadow over the periphery of the monarchy, focusing on a figure who has always navigated the tempestuous waters of royal life with a unique blend of resilience and vulnerability. Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. Before we embark on this truly compelling and, at times, rather sobering discussion, please do remember to show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the fascinating lives of the royals. Your engagement truly helps us continue to bring you these detailed analyses. Now, let us turn to the latest reports concerning the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. It appears she has found herself in an unenviable position, reportedly retreating into the relative seclusion of Royal Lodge, following some rather shocking revelations that have surfaced regarding her past connections with the disgraced financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This is, without a doubt, a deeply unfortunate turn of events for a woman who has, for decades, walked a tightrope between royal association and independent public life. The advice given to the Duchess, as whispers from within the royal sphere suggest, is to lie low. This counsel aims to steer her clear of the intense glare of public scrutiny that has inevitably ignited in the wake of renewed controversies surrounding her correspondence with Epstein. It's a familiar pattern for those connected to such scandals, a strategy to allow the storm to pass, but for someone like Sarah, who has often thrived on public engagement and charity work, such enforced withdrawal must feel like a veritable cage. Indeed, for the mother of two, remaining out of the public eye for an extended period presents a formidable challenge. Not only does it run counter to her energetic personality and her historical inclination towards public projects, but it also carries a significant risk, the potential difficulty, if not outright impossibility, of ever fully regaining her royal footing. We've seen how challenging it can be to step back into the light once one has retreated into the shadows, particularly when the reasons for that retreat are so gravely serious. It is, of course, a poignant irony that Sarah Ferguson, often affectionately known as Fergie, finds herself entangled in this web of controversy. Her former husband, Prince Andrew, Duke of York, has for a considerable time been mired in his own deeply damaging scandal, one that also irrevocably links him to Jeffrey Epstein. But now, it is the Duchess who has unexpectedly found herself at the very epicenter of a renewed public debate, facing questions about her judgment and past associations. This latest development adds another layer of complexity, and indeed another layer of sadness, to the already tumultuous narrative of the York family. The gravity of the situation is further underscored by reports indicating that the Duchess will likely find herself permanently excluded from the royal family's most intimate circle. This isn't merely a temporary cooling of relations, it suggests a lasting removal from the inner sanctum, a place of privilege and influence that, despite her divorce, she has often managed to retain a certain proximity to, especially through her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. This rather stark consequence emerges directly from the recent uncovering of an email sent by Ferguson to the sex offender back in 2011. The contents of this correspondence are what have truly shaken the foundations of her public standing. In this email, the Duchess reportedly referred to Epstein as her supreme friend, and perhaps even more startlingly, conveyed her desire to humbly apologize for publicly rejecting him. The very words themselves carry a profound weight, painting a picture of a relationship far more complex and perhaps more enduring than many had previously understood or imagined. To put this into perspective, 2011 was a time when Jeffrey Epstein's dark past was already a matter of public record. He had by then already served a jail sentence in Florida for soliciting prostitution from a minor. For Sarah Ferguson, a woman who has championed numerous charitable causes and often presented herself as a figure of compassion and empathy, to be found expressing such sentiments to a man with his known criminal history has understandably ignited a firestorm of criticism and disbelief. The revelation of this email has not just surprised, it has deeply troubled many who have followed her career. The immediate repercussions of this story breaking have been swift and severe. In a move that clearly signals the profound reputational damage inflicted, no fewer than 7 charities, for which the Duchess served either as a patron or an ambassador, have chosen to sever their ties with her. This is not a decision taken lightly by these organizations, as royal patronage often brings significant publicity and fundraising advantages. Their decision to distance themselves speaks volumes about the perceived toxicity of the association. Among these charities are some truly venerable and vital institutions. The Teenage Cancer Trust, an organization dedicated to supporting young people battling cancer, has made the difficult decision to end its relationship. Julia's House, a children's hospice charity that provides essential care for life-limited children and their families, has also cut ties. The Natasha Allergy Research Foundation, a charity focused on critical allergy research, and the British Heart Foundation, one of the UK's largest charities funding research into heart and circulatory diseases, have similarly concluded their associations with the Duchess. This collective withdrawal of support from such prominent and respected organizations is a stark testament to the gravity of the situation and the perceived risk to their own reputations by maintaining a connection with someone now so firmly linked to the Epstein scandal. Royal biographer Ingrid Seward, a seasoned observer of the monarchy, offered her expert perspective to the I-Paper asterisk, articulating the difficult path ahead for the Duchess. She stated, and I quote, "This time she is probably going to have to do what she's never done before and lie low for a while." This observation is particularly insightful given Sarah Ferguson's history. Throughout her post-divorce life, Fergie has rarely shied away from the spotlight. From television appearances and book deals to various commercial ventures and charity events, she has consistently maintained a public profile, often using it to support herself and her daughters. The idea of her truly lying low represents a fundamental departure from her established modus operandi, suggesting a situation of unprecedented severity. Miss Seward further elaborated on the long-term implications, explaining, and again I quote directly, "These latest revelations about Fergie's association with Jeffrey Epstein and the prospect that there is more to come make it impossible for her to be part of the inner family circle again. This assessment is not just about the current moment. It hints at the lingering shadow of the Epstein scandal, with the very real possibility of further documents or details emerging from ongoing investigations into his network." The phrase, "more to come," is particularly chilling, suggesting that the full extent of Epstein's connections, and therefore the potential for further embarrassment or revelation for those associated with him, may not yet be fully known. The inner family circle refers to the core working members of the royal family and those closest to them, who participate in key events and enjoy the direct trust and confidence of the monarch. For Sarah Ferguson to be deemed permanently outside this circle signifies a profound shift in her status. It would mean a significant reduction in her involvement in royal occasions, a diminished presence at key family gatherings, and a further erosion of any remaining vestige of official royal standing she might have hoped to retain. This situation also casts a long shadow over her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, who have always remained fiercely loyal to both their parents. While their own positions within the royal family are secure, the ongoing controversies surrounding their mother and father undoubtedly add a layer of personal difficulty and public scrutiny to their lives. They represent the younger generation of royals striving to make their own mark, but constantly reminded of the complex and often troubled legacy of their parents' pasts. The broader implications of this saga for the royal family as an institution are also worth considering. At a time when the monarchy is striving to present an image of stability, modernity, and unwavering public service under King Charles III, repeated scandals involving peripheral but still prominent figures can be deeply unsettling. Each new revelation, each new controversy, however distant from the sovereign himself, chips away at the carefully constructed facade of dignity and duty that the institution seeks to maintain. The Epstein affair, in particular, has proven to be a persistent and corrosive influence, bringing with it associations that are universally condemned and deeply damaging. For Sarah Ferguson herself, this latest chapter presents a truly defining moment. Having navigated various financial difficulties, public gaffes, and the challenges of divorce in the royal spotlight for decades, she has often shown a remarkable ability to bounce back. However, the nature of these particular allegations, connecting her to one of the most reviled figures of our time, may prove to be a hurdle unlike any she has faced before. It challenges not only her public image, but also the very core of public trust and sympathy she has often relied upon. The advice to lie low is not merely about avoiding photographers. It's about a fundamental reevaluation of her public role, her associations, and perhaps even her financial future. Without the support of charities and with a diminished public platform, her avenues for work and influence could be severely curtailed. It forces a period of introspection and, perhaps, a painful reckoning with past choices. This entire episode serves as a stark reminder of the long-reaching consequences of one's associations, particularly for those connected, however tangentially, to the royal family. Every email, every meeting, every word exchanged can years later resurface and carry profound implications. The shadow of Jeffrey Epstein continues to extend, ensnaring individuals who once moved in seemingly respectable circles, bringing their past into sharp, unflattering focus. In conclusion, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, finds herself at a critical juncture. The revelation of her 2011 email to Jeffrey Epstein, referring to him as her supreme friend and offering a humble apology for publicly rejecting him, has ignited a fresh wave of controversy. This has led to the severance of ties with 7 significant charities and a clear directive for her to retreat from public life at Royal Lodge. Expert opinion suggests this is an unprecedented challenge for her, likely precluding any return to the inner family circle due to the ongoing nature of the Epstein scandal. This event certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding accountability, the long-term impact of past associations, and the enduring challenges faced by those connected to the royal family. What are your thoughts on this latest development? Do you believe Sarah Ferguson can ever truly regain public trust, or is this a permanent blow to her standing? Please share your opinions and insights in the comments section below. We always appreciate hearing your perspectives. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth royal analyses, and join us for our next royal update. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.